I love playing soccer and basketball, but I had time to play one, and I couldn't choose one. So I asked myself, what happens if I combine soccer and basketball into one sport? And let me introduce you, team handball, a sport that has both the elements of soccer and basketball. Team handball is one of the most popular sports in Europe. I actually played team handball for 2 years back when I was in Vietnam. And team handball is a intense sport with frequent physical contact, but it's not really popular in the United States. So what really is team handball? Team handball is a team sport that places a heavy emphasis on running, jumping, dribbling, catching, and throwing. Uh, Tom Hamilton said in his article for this sport, New Accents, published in 1984 on the Los Angeles Times, that team handball used to be 11 players on each team that play outdoor, but it has evolved to 6 players and 1 goalie on each team and play indoor. They play on a vanished wooden floor course with 2 goals at the end of each side, which is really similar to the futsal course. There's a 20-foot semicircle right in front of each goal that called the goal zone, which only the goalie can stand inside of it. And the ball that they use in team handball is smaller than a soccer ball, which allows player to grab it with just one hand. And the game is played for 30-minute half, and with only 3 timeouts for the whole game. So that's why there's unlimited substitutions, so that the player can have time to rest. So the 2 teams compete with each other by scoring the most goal on the other team, by trying to score the most goal on the other team. And in order to score the goal, the player have to dribble up to the goal zone. They are not allowed to step inside the goal zone, but they can jump into it and then throw the ball before they land inside the goal zone. Like basketball, they only can dribble the ball. They can only run with the ball without dribbling up to 3 steps. And according to the team handball, the article Team Handball published in 1988 on the New York Times, after the 3rd steps, the player either have to pass the ball or shoot the ball, and they only have 3 seconds to make that decision. It's extremely difficult to score in team handball because even before the ball can reach the goal, they have to go through a wall, where the defender lined up in front of the goal zone, and with the arm up to cover the goal behind them. And the goal is fairly small, so the goalie can cover most of the goal if they reach out their arm and their legs, like the letter X, just like that. And so the player tend to aim to places that the goalie cannot cover, which is between their face and the arms. And when I played handball, my position was goalie, and my face got hit by the ball so many times during the game. It's scary to be a goalie in handball. Team handball was first played in Scandinavia in the 19th century. In the article State of Art, published in 2018 on the Journal of Human Kinetics, Jose Cervellas say that team handball became an Olympic sport in 1972 for men and 1976 for women, and as of today, there's 20 million players around the world for team handball. And team handball is not a soft sport with constant physical contact for 30 minutes straight. Injuries are quite common in team handball. Team handball was reported in the Summer Olympic Games. Team handball was reported to have the 2nd most player who participated in the games that suffered from injury. Priya McCullough report all the number and statistics in her articles, The Risk of Injury in Handball on Sport Medicine, that 22% of handball players who participate in the Olympic Games got injury, which is more than basketball and volleyball combined. And like all the sports that involve running, ankle injuries are the most common injury in team handball. It's cover 45% of all the injury in team handball. And after ankle injuries, shoulder injuries appear quite often in team handball because in order to score the goal, the player will try to throw the ball as hard as they can, and in order to do that, they have to pull their arm all the way back so that they can put more force on the ball when they throw it, just like that. And then it's led to a really high risk of getting dislocated or sprained shoulder. And so team handball is huge in Europe, but it's a minor sport in the United States, and not many people pay attention to it. And because according to the team handball articles, has it all on New York Times in 2009, Stephen Fettis say that the team USA handball has not played in the United States since 1996, which is like 15 years because we couldn't qualify for the tournament. And then when we qualified for it, we got knocked out right away. Even though team handball was believed to be built for American people because the sport was crowded. The sport crowded with skills and core strength that American athlete was already developed from basketball and football are two best sports. So, and according to the team handball articles in 2002 on the Washington Post, Caster Zuper say that people believe any basketball player can be good at team handball once they adjust. And that's all about team handball. Even though the risk of injury is really high in team handball, but it's a fun game to play. It's not really popular in the United States, and now that you can know more about it, you guys should go tell other people about it so it can get more popular. I found team handball really interesting, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you.